Hey everyone, welcome back. In part one of this video series, I shared how I made the decision to become a consultant and build my foundation. Today, I'm diving into the nitty-gritty of landing clients, what my day-to-day looks like, and I will also share honest advice about challenges we will face. Let's jump in. What specific strategies have worked for me before I landed my first client? In part one of this video series, I told you that it took me 3 months to land my first client. The most important thing when you're starting out is to reach out to your network. Referrals work best, and you need people to think of you when opportunities come up. That's why you need to constantly be promoting yourself, your services, and your value. I made a big mistake in my first year. My business was doing so well that at one point I was having 3 clients at once. This was great for money, but it spread me too thin. During this busy time, I stopped putting myself out there, and this was a huge mistake. Never stop promoting yourself. If you don't do it, nobody will, and clients, they just don't appear out of nowhere. What channels prove most effective for finding qualified leads? I got my first client, guess how? Through a referral. A friend of mine, who is also a product marketeer, introduced me to this agency that had a consulting job he was too busy to take. And that's how I got started. Now I work with 3 agencies regularly: Passion Fruit, Olivine, and Divisional. They send me leads, and sometimes I get the client, sometimes I don't. Nothing is guaranteed. Some prospects are just exploring and haven't budgeted for help. Others, they know exactly what they need and they're ready to move forward. I've also found clients on my own. Usually, in my experience, these relationships, they tend to last longer. Maybe it's because the agencies, they add a fee on top of mine, or maybe it's because of another reason, but that's my experience so far. How do you handle business development while delivering client work? About 2 months ago, I started posting more on LinkedIn. Like I said earlier, you just can't relax. You have to keep promoting yourself. I try to post twice a week and comment on other people's posts regularly. I'm still new to this LinkedIn strategy, and so far, I don't know how well it's working, but we will see. I'm also trying to make more YouTube videos. This helps me practice my speaking in front of a camera and just telling better stories. Some prospects have mentioned watching my videos and liking them, which motivates me to make more. Long form videos, they take a lot of time. I do everything from writing scripts, recording, editing, posting them on social media, like distributing them. Someday I would like to hire someone to edit my videos, but that's for the future. How do you deal with imposter syndrome? I still deal with imposter syndrome, and I fight it whenever it shows up. I feel uncomfortable talking about my vulnerabilities, like the time I posted on LinkedIn about my fear of public speaking. I'm getting better at public speaking now, but sharing this weakness publicly was tough. I was so nervous that I scheduled the post in advance, so I didn't have to press the publish button myself. The truth is, once it was live, guess what? Nothing happened. One thing I remind myself of all the time is that everyone is so busy, so worried, and so concerned with their own lives that no one will remember anything I said or did. It's never as big of a thing as I make it in my mind. My advice here is to take small steps. Everyone has these fears about putting themselves out there, wondering if people will judge you or if you have anything interesting to say. Let me tell you, you are not alone. What surprised you the most about consulting? What surprised me the most is how important it is to know how to sell. If you don't feel comfortable with selling, or if you haven't done it before, which was my case, be prepared to learn a lot about the psychology behind selling a service or product. I found that successful selling as a consultant comes down to 3 things. 1, demonstrating you understand their problem better than they do. 2, showing proven approaches to solving it. And 3, making it easy to say yes with clear next steps. When you nail these elements and manage to close that client, the feeling is just amazing. What are your top 3 pieces of advice for someone considering consulting? First, make sure there is a need for what you offer and study the market. Know who your competitors are and understand your target audience's problems and goals. Be clear about exactly who your ideal client is. Second, make a simple plan of action. Figure out where your potential clients spend time. Reach out to your network for your first clients, as we talked before. Reach out to your former bosses, colleagues, and mentors you've worked with. And third, be patient and consistent. At first, you will get clients through people you know. But what about finding clients who don't know you yet? Start sharing valuable content where your audience hangs out. Meet them where they are. Do this regularly, and when you start doubting yourself, remember that hard work beats talent. Keep working and results will follow. That's it for today. Thanks so much for watching part 2 of my journey. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. See you in the next video.